Here are the stories for this video. As always, don't forget to share and like if you enjoy these videos. Without further ado, here we go. Granny mistakes thief as an employee. I work for a convenience store that has a strict always comply with muggers policy. I think because it's cheaper for them to deal with losing whatever is in the register than fighting a suit from an employee hurt defending it. I've worked here off and on for the last 5 years and I've been in the store for 6 robberies. They are usually pretty straightforward. Guys comes in, give me the money, we do, they leave, we call the cops. The cops don't do anything, we have cameras, but this neighborhood has such bigger problems they never follow up on petty theft. One of those times though, the kid didn't wear a mask, just a hoodie. Comes in with the hoodie up, young kid, couldn't have been more than 18, 20 years old. He paces around for a while, I guess trying to get his nerves up. I figured he was an underage kid trying to work up the courage to buy some beers at first. It was really early in the morning and we were the only people in the store. He approaches the register and says he has a gun, doesn't pull it out, was probably bluffing, and that he won't use it if I just give him money. Talking all tough about don't try anything today, I'm not the one, etc. I pop open the register and he jumps behind the counter to take the money out. As he's doing this, an old woman comes in. Now, I was getting really nervous because I didn't want the old lady to be in a dangerous situation. But before I could react, she recognizes the kid. She runs up to him and goes, "Oh, Noah, hello there, how are you?" And the kid just freezes behind the counter, hands full of cash. She's older and I guess deaf, so she's shouting, "I didn't realize you've gotten a job. Good for you, dear. You know I just saw your mama the other day and she didn't mention it?" He's like, "No, I don't." But she isn't listening. "Your mama never tells me anything. I don't work. Don't interrupt me, hon. Anyways, your mama never tells me anything." And she's just chattering on and she starts shopping. I'm just standing there frozen, waiting to see how this plays out, with the guy still behind the register with me. The kid was almost a foot taller than me, and I didn't want to get into an altercation if I could help it. She goes through and she's shopping and she goes, "Noah, hon, could you help me reach this, please?" And he's like, "I don't." And she's like, "What? Are you going to make me back here?" So he goes over and dead ass starts helping her get things from high shelves. She's like, "Is this really the best price you've got for this?" And he's like, yeah. While he's doing this, I call the cops. I think he knows I must have been doing that because he's beyond antsy. At one point, he tried to bill, but she was like, "Hold on, don't clock out yet. I'll just be a minute. I want to see you at work. This is so exciting. You're all grown up." So he's standing there awkward and panicked, trying to make a decision. Eventually, she goes to the checkout and I scan her items, keeping an eye on him. She goes, "Oh no, can Noah check me out? He's my friend's son. I didn't know I was visiting him at work. This is so exciting." Wanting to keep things cool until she was out of the store on the off chance the kid did have a weapon of some kind or wasn't stable, I just stepped aside and let him check her out. He didn't really know how to use the scanner or anything, but he got through it. She leaves. Once she's walked out, he runs out of the store and jumps into a car. He didn't get any money from us. It was another 20 minutes before the cops got there, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. But that was the most memorable robbery for me as robberies go. Angry woman gets herself banned from the store again. My usual Saturday morning thing was cancelled, so I decided to do my grocery shopping with my unexpectedly free block of time. I am in a cereal aisle looking to see if any of the cereal we like is on sale, when a little old lady asked me politely if I could get her a big box of cornflakes from the top shelf. I am much taller than her. She tells me that they always put the fresher box on the high shelf and it takes me so long to finish a box. She compares the expiry date to the one she had in her hand and keeps the one I gave her, thanking me for my help. Seconds later, I feel a sharp poke in my back and I turn around. It is an angry woman, and I quickly realize that I have seen her before. Same woman as another post of mine. I had not seen her at all in the year plus since that incident, so I assume that she must now usually shop during this time, and I do not. "I knew that you really worked here, you piece of shit. Thanks to you, I was banned from this store. You wait here while I get your manager. I did wait, not because she ordered me to, but because I was still choosing cereal. Shortly after, she reappears with a manager type in tow. She says, your co-worker here was just rude to me, just like last time. You banned me from the store over that, and I want compensation now. The manager looks at me, looks at her, and then uses his phone to take a picture of her. Then he says, first thing, this guy is not an employee. Second thing, if you were banned from the store, you should not be here now. Please leave immediately and do not return. If you ever do come back, you will be charged with trespassing. I have taken a picture of you to help enforce this ban. Her mouth drops open. He escorts angry her all of the way outside and returns after a bit to see if I'm okay. Likely wants to prevent a negative review from me or something. I let him know that I have no issues, and he tells me that she was previously banned for a number of complaints, not just for the events of my previous encounter. Karen demands Deafman to help her. Topher, who is hearing, is fluent in ASL thanks to his job and his degree. To practice, and because he likes the people there, he volunteers at a local deaf community center 3 times a week. Today was a regular volunteering day, and he was asked to check and see if the local Wally World had party supplies for a surprise birthday party that they are planning for another volunteer. Topher agreed, and off to the local Wally World he went. As he didn't have anything clean to wear, he was wearing a blue polo shirt and a nice pair of khakis, which also happened to be the same colored uniform most of the workers at Wally World wear. Topher was heading to the party supply section when he heard the classic war call of the wild Karen. He cleared throat. Topher turned around and saw a classic Karen. Short Captain Marvel haircut, leopard print leggings, a too tight black shirt, and a face that looks like she had smelled a fresh turd. Because he had been spent all day using ASL, Topher was on what he likes to call sign language brain, where he will sign on reflex. He signs, do you sign to her? Upon seeing him sign, she grimaced before shouting in a slow voice, I need help. Do you understand? Topher was about ready to tell her that he could hear and to screw off, but he decided to have a little bit of fun at her expense. He held up his hand as if to ask her to wait, took out his smartphone, put it to the notepad app, and type here what you need and I'll help you find it. This humble response would make any normal person realize their bad manners and apologize profusely. But then again, I think everyone who has read experienced a Idontworkherelady story, Karens lack this ability. So for the next 20 minutes, Karen ordered Topher around. She had him grabbing stuff, only to put it away when it was squashed, bent, dinged, etc. Going to various aisles to get various things, wait outside for her at the changing room, the works. Topher was thinking about the best way to let the cat out of the bag when Karen got a phone call from her friend Wendy. Topher turned his back so as he could hide that he could hear. Karen: hey Wendy, yeah, I'm fine, just a deaf kid helping me out. Yeah, they hire deaf people here, can you believe it? No wonder service here has gone to the crapper. They should stick with their own kind if talking is going to be a problem. Topher was pissed at this point. Because he's worked with deaf community for so long, he gets really angry whenever he hears them getting treated badly. But calmer senses prevailed and he prepared his shut up Hannibal speech. Finally, after 20 minutes, Karen announced that she was done and ready to check out. Topher walked her to the register that just opened and turned to her. Please tell your friend Wendy that I said hello. The look on Karen's face when she realized what had happened was priceless. So, those were the stories for today's video. Let me know what you think about the stories in the comments below. As usual, please like if you enjoyed the stories and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on more future videos. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.